Well, welcome back in. Today is week 2 of my mixed media scavenger hunt, seek, gather, create. Well, not mine, but my rendition of week 2's prompts, which initially really got me excited. A playing card, a hidden message, the color yellow, although I'm not like super hyped up about the color yellow. I found a color yellow that I really like, and so that I pulled out. Now, a skull was one that was really stumping me. This is the only thing that got in my way, and so I slept on it for a night, and I had an aha moment that I don't necessarily need to take it literally, but in the same family. So I thought about skeleton. A skull is part of a skeleton. And I remembered I had just been organizing my metal bits and saw that I had a metal skeleton leaf. And so that is what I decided to pull out for a skull. And I'm once again working in my teal journal, and all products I use will be listed down below, but my true inspiration was this playing card, the one with the leaves and the green and everything. And so that is really what inspired me for this layout. And so I'm going to get started by adding some collage. And now this is a little these bits I'm collaging down were things that were left over from some vintage book pages that were so crispy they just kept breaking, and I'm like, oh, that'll make some good texture down the line. So that's why I chose that. And then directly after that, I'm going to be adding a bit of gesso. And so it begins.
If we get in a car and drive someplace far, yeah, we could go for a ride. The two of us, we don't have to stop. Baby, let's go for a ride. You and I, let us run away. We can go where we want. I'll have your back if you'll have mine. You and I wanna leave everything behind. If you wanted to, promise you we will be alright. If it's you and I want you to myself. We can stay in hotels, just living off the edge. Only good times ahead. So let me put a smile upon your face.
So for the color yellow, I am coming in with, I just love how this DIY alcohol ink spray, it's in sunshine yellow, how it looks when you spray it over gesso. And so that's my choice. I am going to come in and add a little bit of the Marabu art spray in sunshine for just a different shade of yellow. But for the most part, that DIY alcohol ink spray is just fabulous, and it just is enough yellow. I mean, there's already yellow in the background papers that I was collaging onto, so that's really good, and also in my card. So anyways, I'm gonna get that added and get that dried. It does dry very quickly, and I'm gonna get my cards figured out, altered, and then added. Oh yeah, and my hidden message. Right, I've pulled out some Archival ink in Vintage Photo. This is the Distress Archival ink in Vintage Photo. Edging up that card to just give it some dimension against the page that has some of that yellow on it as well. It felt like it was going to get lost if I didn't do that. So then I'm going to write a little message, and then I'm going to hide the message.
Yeah, you came around. No, I won't ever let you down. I promise you that I hold on. I know that it gets tough sometimes, so I'm here to remind you, love.
So now I'm going to get my secondary playing card distressed on its edges as well. And then I'm going to glue down the first card, the 3 of clubs card. I'm going to get that glued down and seriously hide my message. And yeah, I just love that playing card, the secondary one. I just love that design on it. It's so 70s.
The sun will shine, yeah. Now I cannot picture my life being without you. You're the center of my life. I know we can't predict the future, baby, I won't lose you. You know that I will stick around.
Add a little press, and now that 3 of clubs is glued down. And I'm coming in with some Distress Oxide spray and frayed burlap and just using the nozzle stem to add some of the oxide spray on it. I didn't want to spray it and have it everywhere. I just wanted it to kind of catch in areas, add a little bit, and then I'm going to come in with some water and get it to move and flow into the grooves of the texture and do its oxide thingy and get that dry. And what doesn't dry, I will lift off with a paper towel.
You're never alone. The sun will shine. The sun will shine. Yeah. The sun will shine. The sun will shine. Yeah. The sun will shine. The sun will shine.
It's word time. So I'm going to go directly to, well, I'm going directly to my phrases pouch, and I'm surprised I find words to go on this pretty quickly. I mean, quickly for me anyways, at least it feels like it. And I didn't have any qualms about where I wanted to put it, but I did want to add something behind it. And so I searched for some fabric to go there and found the perfect little piece. But apparently first I distress everything. I forgot about that a little bit. So I'm just going to go around that whole page, the words and the whole page, pretty heavy-handedly with the sponge dauber and the back in again with the Vintage Photo and the Archival ink.
I'm not amused. This industry's all too confused.
Told me a lullaby. Told me a the final item is being added, and that is my metal skeleton leaf. And when I was in finding the other piece for the words, I found this piece and felt like the green and the grunginess and the yellow would work really well on this page. So I auditioned that and decided that is the way to go. So I am going to get that added to that left panel of the layout. And I toyed with stitching this to the page, but at the time that crossed my mind, I had already glued that piece of fabric down and I couldn't go through the full page. So I just decided to tie some DMC floss around the top and trim it down and have it be kind of spiky, and then adhere it to that fabric. I started to put some of the the Fabri-Tac glue down to try and hold it, but then I used that at the top, but at the bottom I did come back in and I glue it with some E6000. To finish it off, I decided I'm going to go in with some Archival ink in ground espresso and try and catch some of the texture and just give it a bit more of dimension. And that is going to call it the end. Thank you for coming along and watching this video. I appreciate it.
It's time we make a change. Oh, you know you'll always have me. Baby, I will always stay with you. So put your trust in me. We'll work it out, you'll see. If we get in a car and drive someplace far,